I think we're live now.
Oh.
I hope we are. Hello, everyone. Very exciting, or very excited to be here tonight. You look blurry.
Wow.
That's not going to be good. Let's see if we can cover you up real quick. And there we go. See, there's the trick. Streamers, if you get out of focus, just cover up the camera and then it'll pop right back again. How is everyone doing tonight? I'm particularly excited about tonight's live stream because we're going to do things a little bit differently tonight.
Okay. I'm finally on.
And there's the echo. That's good. Thanks, Bob. Appreciate that. That's good stuff. Yeah, I was lurking. I was getting everything all set up here for the stream, and Bob was saying, "Oh, we should do echo." He was being a little rascal. That's what he does. But
I think he wanted to use another word, but I think echo was probably the better one.
With Bob, you never even know what that guy's up to. So we got an interesting idea for tonight. I had put in the title of this, "Why So Serious?" And first of all, I'm very disappointed in the viewers of our stream. I'm disappointed that no one tried even to correct me on the spelling because I spelled it Seriousuh. Can anyone tell me why I did that? Because there's a very specific reason why I did that. And if you see the thumbnail, you should know. You should know why I did that. So anyway, I got a Flash figurine in the back. Yes.
Stop reading the chat, John.
Sorry.
Oh my gosh, use your own advice.
Here's the thing. We've been debating for a couple of days, what should we talk about on tonight's stream? And I said, you know what? Everyone is miserable. People in this house are miserable. They've canceled school for the rest of the year, which when I was in school, that would be like time to party. But for them, it's like, oh man, I got to stay home now. So, it's not
I'm
exactly
even coaching field hockey now.
in the backyard. Yeah.
Literally going out and playing field hockey with my daughter to help keep her in shape for college. It's insane.
Got to do what we got to do. So we've been debating what's going to be the best thing to, let me see something here because I want to make sure. It says excellent. Okay. I got a little weird notification on the computer and it scared me.
No, that was Bob.
It probably was. I will
He
get
made
to
a
that
comment.
stuff in a minute. But the idea tonight was let's relax, let's kick back, and let's have some fun. Because for so many people, everybody's scared. Everybody is panicking. And I understand it. I'm not going to be one of those people that says, oh, it's nothing. I mean, come on. I don't even want to get into it.
Yeah.
Everybody has their reasons for being miserable right now. So I thought this would be fun. This would be fun to just relax, kick back, and enjoy ourselves and spend some time reading comments from our videos. Let me make sure that, can everybody see us okay and all of that? Because I'm getting a weird notification and I just want to make sure everything is good. I saw echo and I'm like, So before we get into that though, before we get into the fun, we got to talk about what's been going on the last week because we've had quite a bit of changes down here and upstairs. So maybe I'll start. You can't see it right now. If I turn the camera, you can. There's my messy desk. There's Scott way over there in the corner. You can't really see him, but I set up the Manly beta tank. And that is kind of what has fueled tonight's topic, because I'm going to tell you, I've got probably 30 comments to read, and a lot of them came from that video. And it's not a bad thing. They're not all mean. I'm not going to go all in on people and get, nasty and all of this. It's fun. There's some fun comments. There's some comments that we'll read that'll make you go, huh? And then there's some of them are mean. Some of them are, snowflakey, so, all kinds of stuff. So, but I set up that tank. It was a lot of fun to do. I think a lot of people missed the point of that video. They took it a bit too serious, and we were talking about that. And one of us said, "Why is everybody taking this so seriously?" And that's when I had the idea. The immediate voice popped into my head, Heath Ledger's Joker. And the reason why the title is SERIOUSUH is because of the way he says it in the movie. Because throughout the movie, he says, "Why so serious?" That's the way he says it. So I spelled it the way he says it in the movie. So there you go. I don't know if anybody caught that. I saw somebody said The Dark Knight, but I don't know if anybody explained exactly where that title came from. But that's the explanation as far as the name of the title goes. But everybody took that video so seriously, and so we're going to have some fun with that. But I'm not the only one that set up a beta tank this week. You did that too.
Yep.
You need to give everybody a little taste. Well, you really can't because you can't show them, but talk about what's going to happen on Tuesday.
I don't want to talk about it too much because I'm doing a video on it and it'll be out on Tuesday, but it's not as manly as John's.
It's the girly tank, right?
Well,
it's a girly tank.
There's still going to be a king in there.
It's it's a girly tank, but it is, it's more, I don't even know. I can't even explain it. So we don't need to. So there you go. But then you also see this one, and I don't know which direction to move so that you can see it. We got the 75-gallon move down here with the goldfish, which I'm really happy about. Folks, I am not trying to make my stream look like Corey's, but I know when you look at it and the angle and everything with the goldfish, it's like he's totally copying Corey. No, I'm not. I don't have the lava lamps and I don't have all of that stuff behind me. But hey, if I was copying Corey, would that really be a bad thing? I don't think so, but that's not what it is. That's been the plan all along, to bring that tank down and put it there. That tank has had goldfish in it for 6-7 months. It's not exactly a new thing. It just so happens to be in the exact same spot that Corey's tank is, which also has goldfish. But his tank is 10 times the size of mine.
Yeah, it's a lot bigger.
So, yeah, quite different. And he's got like 20 goldfish in there, and they're all huge and gorgeous, and it's an amazing thing. So that's that. Another thing that I did have noted for what's going on, I'm going to save till later. I'm going to talk about a television recommendation for all of you, but we're not going to do it now. We're going to do it later because I want to get into the fun stuff. Yes, and it's fine.
No, not that one.
Yes.
You know I don't like that show.
But it's fine.
Well, I'll ruin it for everybody if you say it.
No, you won't.
Yes, I will.
I'm going to say, I'll do it right now.
I'm going to tell everybody to Google it before you watch it.
There's no it's not like the Don't F with Cats one. It's really not. It
still happened.
Okay.
And I'm going to leave it there.
Let me go ahead real quick, run through these super chats, and then we will get into the fun stuff. The first one came in from Aragorn, Monday O'Reilly. Hi, Steve, LOL. I loved your B-roll video. It was great. Thank you and Lisa for all the hard work. Please stay safe and healthy. Yes, that video was a lot of fun to make because there was no story. There was no narration. There was no nothing. It was just pick out the coolest clips that I could find from my B-roll catalog, which is rather extensive. I could make about 20 of those videos. And I thought it would be a nice little break from the monotony that's going on in the world today. Lefty3213A with the $2. Howdy, been here since 7, since Corey was MIA. Yeah, I'm not really sure what happened with Corey, but the guy is 100 miles an hour all day long, and so there's no telling. I don't have any inside track as far as why he didn't stream today. Same person again, Team Beta Sorority. Hashtag Team Beta Sorority. That's good. Multi-Tank Addiction with the $10 cow or hippo spinning around in the desk chair. That is adorable. Alex McCaslin, I heard you mention the game Brawl Stars in the last stream. Are you in a club? I would love to join in one. Also love your videos. I'm not in a club, and that's actually why I mentioned it last week, because I want to be, and I'm not in one. So if you have one and you want me to join it, just put it in the chat. You don't have to include it with a super chat. Just put it in the chat, and hopefully I will see it and I'll join it, because I'm not in one right now. Natalie O'Malley getting a 38-gallon hexagon tank from a friend, putting my beta in with some Harlequins.
Oh, that'll be nice. That'll be lots of fun.
I love that combo. That is one of my absolute favorites. And here is our guy, Jose Fernandez. My hometown, El Paso, Texas, in lockdown. Time to go through your videos again.
Hey, yeah.
Well, Jose, I'm going to assume Jose hasn't been with us in a while. So I'm going to show you something. Because, I mean, you paid for it. I don't know if you've seen it yet, but we finally got Lisa's bobblehead. And I'm just going to leave that right up there. Hopefully it's in camera.
You're so funny.
So we've got two Lisas on the screen now. I'm holding you in a weird way because that looks very inappropriate. So there is your money well spent there, my friend. It only took 5 months for us to get it. But I don't know if you've seen it, but thank you for that. It's very special. She stares down at me all day while up on the shelf there above my desk. So good times there for sure. Chad Krotz with the 99 cents and nothing attached to it, just the 99 cents. So very good. Thank you so much. All right. That's all of them, right? Yep. So here's what we've done. Okay. We sat down here for quite some time, and I know I spent hours doing this. We went through and we found comments that we can just have some fun with. And you do need to also be on the lookout for that person with the club, because I need to join a club on Brawl Stars. I really do. I need to know what club to join. Let's see. That's Alex McCaslin. That's who we're going to look for there, because it's very important to me. So I don't know how many comments we have here. I've got quite a few. The one that I'm going to save for the end is one that you and I did not read together.
Oh.
And it kind of got me thinking, because it was one of those comments. The first time I read it, I was like, come on. But then somebody replied to it. And then the original poster replied to that again with a paragraph. And it got me thinking. So we'll talk about that. But we'll save that for last, because there's probably going to be some debate there. Probably going to be some talk. So Fish Tank Barn with the $10 ice cream delivery fund. Speaking of brawls, today is the anniversary of the greatest revenge hockey brawl in history. The day Darren McCarty of the Red Wings paid back Claude Leroux. Look, Claude Lemieux. I can't read today, and I'm very sorry about that. I'm not up on my Red Wings history. The most recent history I have with the Red Wings is when we went and saw our second hat trick of Alex Ovechkin's in 1 year time frame. And they beat the Red Wings 6-1, I believe it was. That was a beautiful thing to see. People aren't going to let me get to these comments because they're coming with the super chats still. Lefty 3212 again. Did y'all get my letter? Also, my beta girls are doing great with 7 in the 20 gallon.
Awesome.
No fighting or anything. Is that who
Good.
that is? What is that?
No. That's from last week.
But that could be him though, right?
That has nothing to do with betas, John.
Okay. Well, maybe we didn't get you. We haven't been going to the post office because, and if it's at the,
yeah, because I haven't been.
If it's at the, they're not going to bring it to us if it's in the PO box. So
But
that
I'll
is
probably go
there.
check maybe tomorrow.
Just don't touch anything while you're in there. Jose Fernandez again with the $10. Awesome. We just need Corey's. I've been telling her that we need a Corey, we need a Bob, we need a Rack, we need a Zenzo. I would do Jason Adams, but it would just be another one of mine. It would be the same one.
That's so funny.
So yeah, but yeah, I hear you. I want to do Corey. That sounded weird. Don't isolate that. When Corey was here, I told him about that. He seemed in favor of the idea, but I don't know. We'll have to see. I should have taken pictures of him when he was here. Denny's Aquatics, I'm both of yours favorite fan.
Aw, thank you.
Everyone is our favorite fan. And, if we are yours, then that is an amazing thing. All right, let's start off here. Now, listen, I don't have these in any order. I started off just screenshotting these, and I wasn't going to put them up on the screen. And the reason why I wasn't going to put them up on the screen is because some of them, I just didn't really want the people's name out there, because I don't feel like having people feel like we're coming down on them or anything.
Yeah, don't do that.
Pretty sure the ones where I kept the name of the person on, they're not like outrageous. It's not like people are saying horrible, terrifying
things. You can go on there yourself and look if you really want to.
But I don't, I'm not doing this to start any arguments with anybody or start any drama or anything. This is for fun. And you know what? If there are some of these that we disagree with the comment, it's all in fun. It's not to start any kind of drama or anything. And I just saw Aquafunk pop up as a new member. And guess what? There's a couple of your comments on there, my friend, but they're good ones. So, and welcome to the team. And there he is, the guy that has been waiting for 2 weeks to become a member. Steenfod Aquatics has become a member today. So welcome back, Bob. We are super glad to have you. And Lefty sent it. I'm just going to call you Lefty from now on, because why wouldn't I? I sent it to the P.O. box. Had a pic of my tank in it.
I will definitely go check, because I would love to see it.
Yeah, we'll see that, and then we'll show it on here. We'll hold it up for everybody,
absolutely.
Unless it has like your butt in the background or something. We're not going to do that. But very inappropriate if Lefty is a female. I'm assuming Lefty is a male, and so. Anyway, I didn't mean for that to get weird. Let's move on, shall we?
Especially after what you said about Corey.
What did I say about Corey?
You said I want to do Corey. And
come on now. Remember what we said about people taking things too seriously. Okay, so
I'm
lot
laughing.
of these,
I'm not offended.
A lot of these are going to be coming from the video that I just did on Tuesday. And the interesting thing is when you are a YouTuber, okay, and you look at your analytics, there is a whole comments page, and on that page, it basically displays all of the comments that have come through, and it shows them in order of which they came through. There's one guy in there right now that's got like 72 in a row. It's absolutely ridiculous. There's a gentleman that goes onto our videos, and it's the weirdest thing. I'm not going to say his name because I don't want to be mean to the guy, because he never says anything bad, but he'll comment like 60 times on every video, which works great for our analytics, but it's odd stuff, because it's like he's watching it and he's commenting as he's watching, almost like he believes he's in a live chat. And so I kind of feel bad, but I don't know. But when you go to that page, you can just scroll and scroll and scroll and see all of the comments that have been put up on your channel. And if you put up a video, typically the first, several comments for us, hundreds of comments, are going to be from the most recent video. So the majority of these do come from the video that I put up on Tuesday, which was about the Manly tank. Now listen, folks, this was done in fun. This was a fun thing. I'm going to make a Manly tank. I channeled my inner Tim Allen and I said, we're going to make a manly tank, a tank for men. And so many people took it so seriously. Like, how dare, there was a couple of people like Aquafunk that said, how dare you, being funny. And that's all, we'll have a good time with that. But there were several people that really were offended by this.
What I think is funny is I don't normally watch the videos until you're all the way done with them. And it's usually when they go up. So I watch it for the first time, the whole thing, no interruption, the same time everybody else does. So like I knew exactly what the video was about, all that kind of stuff. But as far as like everything he was saying, I didn't hear that until everybody else did. And the funny thing is, this is please check your network connection. Oh, never mind. Sorry. Anyways, the funny thing is, I was like, geez, how many times is he going to say manly? Gosh, what the heck? And I'm laughing about it the whole time, but I was like, geez, say it just one more time.
There is a comment in here. It's one of them that I screenshotted that has to do with that exactly. Let me do this real quick. I am going to switch the screen to this because this will give us some room to put these comments up. So let's have some fun with this.
Okay.
It's going to be a good time.
It's funny.
So this is starting off with a banger. This is exactly what we're talking about here. And again, I didn't include names because I don't want anybody to be. No, this isn't the one I thought it was. But if you can't read it, maybe you're watching this on mobile and it's too small for you to see. I'm going to read all of these comments. But again, this is on my manly tank. And I even put in the thumbnail men only. And the comment is, imagine being so fragile that you feel threatened by aquascaping and a species of fish gaining popularity with women within your male-dominated hobby. Gentlemen, if you feel the need to manify things like this, get therapy. Now, again, this is an example of someone who took this way too seriously. This was a video that was meant for fun. And it is true. There are men, I know everybody doesn't want to believe this, but there are men that are looking to break balls. That's what they're doing. I'm one of those guys. If you're a friend of mine and I go into your house and I see something girly, I'm going to call you an F word probably. And it's not going to be that one. It's going to be another one. Why? For fun, not to be insulting, not to, that's how I grew up. We call each other that. We call each other the B word. Sometimes we call people the C word. There's all kinds of, we have fun because we're men. That's what we do. And so we can make fun of somebody if they have a girly fish tank on their desk. Yes, we would do that. But it's all for fun. All of it is for fun. Nothing is meant to be taken seriously. And when I do a tank that is a manly tank, it's for fun. I'm not some kind of chauvinist, for crying out loud. Okay. That one wasn't a very good one. Sorry. This one is somebody supporting me, and I like that. Same video. Come on, people. I can't believe people have taken issue with the whole girl-boy theme of this post. Seriously, people, lighten up, laugh. See, I like this person. I think it was a guy that put this up. There's more to life than worry and stress. I promise you. Go out, go to a comedy club. Again, my kind of guy. And laugh at the crazy, funny, non-PC humor. Oh, wait, no, don't, because of our current situation. But when it's safe to do so, I urge you to please lighten up, folks. It's okay to be a girl, a woman, a boy man. Great video, fun, funny, and very informative piece. Lots of words in there, lots of commas, lots of breaks. But this is a guy that gets it. It's like, come on. Why are you all taking this all so seriously? Let's have a good time with this. Enjoy yourself. Don't be looking for the next reason to be offended. You keep looking at me like you're mad at me, and it's making me nervous.
I'm not mad.
Okay.
I mean, other people might be mad, but I'm not mad.
Why? Because I said I call people the F word? The guys? You understand what I'm talking about here. Come on. I mean, I'm going to be in so much trouble tonight. Okay. If you're worried that your fish tank is not manly enough, you need a trip to the therapist, not the pet store. I can't believe this is even a video. Again, let's lighten up. Let's enjoy ourselves. Why take it that seriously? Again, all from the same video. This one's a good one. My favorite video you've ever done. Scott is lovely. We haven't talked about the name yet, but I don't know why you named him Scott. I will explain. I also did not catch what pump/filter you used. Okay, this isn't the one I thought. I'm very confused. We've read hundreds and hundreds of comments today. I'm getting ready to set up my old 5-gallon Fluval spec tank for another try at keeping a beta. I lost 2 already, both after only having them 5 months. It broke our hearts both times, losing them. Got them from PetSmart. We're ready to try again. This time I'd like to make a manly tank for my husband. See? And that's why I put this one on there. For one, because they asked about the name Scott. And for two, because it's a woman that's saying, hey, I like this idea, and I'm going to make a manly tank for my husband. So thank you to whoever that was that commented that. At this point, when I was screenshotting the comments, I wasn't including any of the names, whether they were a positive or a negative comment. But then I changed my mind after a little bit of time. But the name Scott is really simple if you think about it. Yours is not named Scott.
Duh.
And the weird thing
is.
As obvious as it should have been to me, I did not figure out why you named your fish what you named him.
And you're not going to say the name.
I won't. If you don't yell at me about the show, I won't reveal the name of your beta. That's the deal we're going to make.
Well, I won't finish the video. How about that?
I'm the one that does the editing. So the beta is named Scott after Scott McLaughlin from the King of Queens. From King and Queen Cichlids. This is a guy that I am friends with outside of YouTube. We talk all the time. He's a good dude. And because it's a king beta and he is the self-proclaimed king of cichlids, I decided to name the beta Scott. And plus, Scott's just a funny name for a fish. You have to admit it. Yours not as funny. Yours a little bit more believable. I've never heard of somebody with a Scott named fish. I've never heard somebody naming their fish Scott. So
I mean,
perfect.
we have a cat named Carl.
But we have a reason for that. We were watching Walking Dead. He walked up to the window. I mean, Carl. Anyway, that's what it is. There are a couple more in here that are commenting about the name. We will get to those, but that is the reveal of why I named the beta Scott. And wait till you hear hers, because if you figure it out faster than I did, I'm really going to be ashamed of myself.
I mean, it's a king beta, so it needs to be named after a king.
That's right. And we couldn't name Joey because that would have been too obvious. It would have been a no-brainer. And so there you go. So King and Queen Cichlids.
You just kind of ruined it because maybe people are going to think that's what I was going to name
Her fish's name is not Joey. But there's another YouTuber with that name.
Oh.
Which is what I thought. I was like, wait a minute. Okay, so this one is, I guess this is when I stopped cropping out the names. I honestly thought you named it Scott because of the toilet paper crisis. And he's white, meaning white toilet paper. I kind of wish that's why I named him that.
The beta is white.
Right.
Like the toilet paper. Yeah.
And he's white. He's a white beta named after white toilet paper. Would have made so much sense, but no. It would have been a lot more fun if that's why we named him Scott. But no, it's after that old man that lives up in Pennsylvania that, anyway. He's got to be getting sick of me making old man jokes. Now, what I also did here, I started including the video that the comment was included on. You can't see it, but you'll see it when it comes up on your screen. But this helps with the context with some of these comments, because if you see the video that it was on, it might make a little bit more sense, because otherwise if I forget to tell you what the video is or something like that, it might not make any sense at all. So this one was from the Beta Tank Mates video, which is still my favorite thumbnail that I've ever made.
Oh, yeah.
I got a Molly today and put it into the Beta's tank. And he spelled beta really weird. I think that might be picking on me for the way I say it.
Probably.
I'm going to start over. I got a Molly today and put it into Beta's tank. Both females and my Beta attacked Molly. Don't release stupid videos. That was kind of it was kind of like, wait a minute.
That's so funny.
I'm going to do it again. I'm going to read it again. I got a Molly today and put it into Beta's tank. Both females and my Beta attacked Molly. Don't release stupid videos.
I can't help it. I can't help it. It's so funny.
Some of the things, folks, what boggles my mind is what was the intent of this comment. I don't get mad at people in comments. That doesn't happen.
I think they're hilarious.
It used to happen very early on. I used to get mad, like, how dare they say that? But now I'm just like, whatever, it doesn't matter. But that one kind of, I couldn't figure it out. Don't release stupid videos. What? Anyway, and that was 10 Things Beta Tank Mates. I'm sorry. That was a good video. Don't you dare say stupid video. Come on, not that one. There's plenty of other ones on the channel that you could say that about, but not that one. No way. Okay. Here we go. This one again, this was on the men only beta tank. Scott, immediately the legend came to mind. Chief Engineer Montgomery Scott, AKA Scotty, which of course would be a Star Trek reference. I'm not a Trekkie. I did enjoy the show when I was a kid. But I enjoy it. And one of these days I'm going to sit down and watch all the movies, but I just haven't done it. But that's not why we named him Scott. But I actually met that actor. I think he's passed. But I met that actor at the World of Wheels in Washington, D.C. And it was probably 1982. And he was there. And that's the first time I saw a Lamborghini live in person, was back then. And I was amazed. And I was amazed how small the car was because my dad had big cars. Anyway, I don't know why I just said that, but I met Scotty. He's, it was like, hey, young man, that kind of a meeting. It wasn't like I, talked about history and stuff with him. This is the one I was looking for before. Again, men only video. Quarantine drinking game. Shot every time you hear manly. Which goes back to what you were talking about earlier, how many times I said manly. I didn't realize I said it all that many times, but I mean, I guess.
Have you watched it?
That was the word of the day. And then you always have to have the person. And again, I don't know if they believe that they're going to change the world when they put these comments up. But we get them on every single beta video that we do, every live stream that we do, that we say the word beta.
We're supposed
every
to
single
pronounce
one.
it?
The pet peeve time. It's beta, not beta.
Okay.
Thank you for that, because I was unclear about how to say it. And now that you've said that, now I know, and I can sleep much, much better at night. So we're going through these a lot faster than I thought, and we're going to run out very fast. Okay, let's see. I don't know if this is a good one or a bad one. Again, same video, shocker. A few months ago, my mom took me and my brother to Petco to get him a new betta fish. We went in the store and I saw literally my dream betta fish, which coincidentally was a king betta. My mom saw how much I wanted the fish and bought it for me. Very nice mom. Good for her. Yeah. Then I got home and set up a tank, which so happened to be on my desk. One of the reasons I wanted it was because it was a manly betta fish. It's amazing how we did the same thing. I thought that was cool because this is quite obviously coming from a young person. I'm assuming this isn't a 34-year-old that was at the pet store with his mom and she saw him fantasizing about it and decided to buy him his betta. So this is obviously a child, and that's very, very cool. Just the idea that a child was looking at it saying, that's a manly beta. It tugged on my heartstrings there. That's very nice. So very cool. And his avatar is a Big Mac.
Oh, boy.
It's been like 2 weeks since I've had a Big Mac. I'm having withdrawals. Oh, good. Just gave more fuel for Dr. Ted. Okay. King and Queen Cichlids commented
That's our biggest fan.
on the male or the men only tank. That's one damn good looking fish. Great name. Awesome video as always. Now, little news flash. Scott knew before I did this. He knew that I was naming the fish Scott, and he knew exactly why. So he had the little inside track. He was waiting for that video to upload. So, yeah. I don't even remember what I was going to say. I want to get my best man friend a beta tank. He keeps telling me no thanks. It's probably going to need to be, that best man friend is going to probably need to be replaced, because you know what? Any man that will not accept a beta is just not, it's just not a good person to be around. I mean, you're looking at me like you're mad at me again. What did I say wrong this time?
Just, waiting for you to cause a breakup now.
Well, no, I'm not saying I want you to break up with the guy, but, and it just said my best man friend. So it might just be a man that's a friend, not an involved, you know what I mean?
Causing problems between friends now.
Either that person is a bad person or you are a bad choice in friends. You don't do a good job picking the right people to be friends with.
Jeez.
I'm having some
now
fun.
we're going to lose everybody watching.
No, I'm having some fun here. Come on, let's all, why so serious? Let's have some fun with this.
Hey.
And now see, when you put out a video that the title says the perfect beta tank for men and the thumbnail says men only, it's a beautiful thing to get positive comments from women. And this is from a woman. Elizabeth says, love this. While I'm not a man, my Galaxy Beta Angus is quite manly. I may switch up his tank a bit and add a great piece of wood like you did. See, not everybody's offended by it. We actually inspire people to do these things. Yeah, I put plastic plants in there. Deal with it. Some people like it, and a lazy man will love it. What people don't seem to understand about that video is I spent the entire video crapping on men and basically saying women are the ones that are not lazy. Women are the ones that do all the work. We're men. We're fat. We're lazy. That's why our tank has to be this way. But yet people were still so offended by it. I don't know. I guess I don't do a good job making my point with some of these things. This probably is my favorite comment.
Oh, is it the one from the woman commenting about you?
No, I didn't screenshot that one.
You should have.
I didn't. I don't think I did anyway. No, this one said, and this is the perfect comment for this video. And I'm Jose Juan. It's like one word, the name Jose and Juan. Rosales. My beta fish grew a beard after watching this manly tutorial video.
That was so funny. That was funny.
Hopefully he, conditioned it with some good beard balm or beard oil or something like that. I hope that's growing in very well. And hopefully it doesn't have a lot of gray streaks in it like mine does. I got a kick out of that. That nothing's more, apparently in 2020, nothing is more manly than a beard, which, I mean, okay, that's fine. But anyway. Next, okay, different video, finally. The 10 things, the most common fish keeping myths.
Is it one of the really bad ones about me?
No, oh no, I didn't put those up because I didn't.
Oh, come on,
no,
they're so funny.
I didn't want to, I didn't want to do that.
I'm really fine with it. They crack me up.
Fish keeping myths. It was an important video. It's in the top 10 most watched videos of our channel. I'm proud of the video. I think it was a good video. And this person's comment is very simple. I could care less about this.
I remember that one. That was so funny.
All right, but you care enough to scroll down and either at the next red light or while sitting at your desktop, you cared enough to type that comment in. So obviously you care about something. Or maybe it's just that you care to let people know that you don't care. I don't know. But maybe let's find more productive things to do with our time. That's all I'm saying. I mean, I'm not perfect. I do a lot of lazy. But yeah. Anyway. Okay, so this one I actually liked. Again, not all of these are bad. Now, Whip's World, I don't know if he's in here tonight. I still haven't been able to figure this guy out. I don't know if his thumbnail or his avatar, it looks like Zach Wilde. That's who it looks like. But it might be him. And if it's him, he's a scary dude. I would probably not want to run into Whip's World in an alley because I would probably end up crying and peeing my pants. But
that's not very manly.
I know. I didn't say I was the manly one. I said I was trying to be manly with my tank. This was on the top 10 tank mates for Oscars, which totally bombed. I thought it was going to do better than it did, but it's bombed. It's okay. We don't win them all. He decided to add 5 more, and I actually like these choices, particularly the last one. He suggested convicts. A lot of people are going to argue with that. I'm not, because I love convicts. I will not ever. Listen, you don't understand the term jump the shark. You know what jump the shark means, right? Everybody know, like Happy Days, the show Happy Days was ruined when Fonzie jumped the ramp over the shark. Do you remember that? And so they came up with this whole idea, things that the shows go too far, they call it jumping the shark. I don't know why I was saying that.
I don't know.
But I will not make a video 10 things about convicts. Why was I bringing up jump the shark?
I don't know.
Wow, 45, and I've got the attention span of a amoeba.
Aquafunk.
Of an aquafunk, right. Yeah, that's embarrassing. I don't know where I was going with that. Jumping the shark. Okay, anyway. Moving on. Convicts, pike cichlids. Again, love that fish. Awesome. Never had one myself, but I really do like that fish. Green Texas. Again, gorgeous, beautiful. Could have easily been on the list. I probably would have put... the next one on the list also is Salvini's, which I could have easily put those two on before convicts and pikes, mainly because pikes, in my experience, are kind of hard to find. Convicts are everywhere and they have a bad reputation. People look at them as almost like a nuisance fish. I don't. It's the first fish I ever bred unintentionally. There's a special place in my heart for convicts, so I do love those. But I probably wouldn't have put them on there just for that reason. A lot of people would have been like, I want to tell you why I don't like convicts. You know, I don't feel like dealing with that. But the Green Texas and the Salvini, absolutely. I could have seen putting those on the list. But the last one that he put was angels. And this is a combo that I have done before. And it's worked out fine. Now, obviously, you're not going to have a 9-inch Oscar and put a couple of dime-size angels in there, because that'll be dime-size angel food or dime-size Oscar food. But I have had grown angels with grown Oscars, and that's a beautiful combination. But again, that would be almost like doing a video that is, you can put discus with African cichlids. We've known that it's been done. We would never do it, so we're not going to say you should. You know what I mean? Angels with Oscars is a great combo. I've done it. I know other people that have done it. I don't know that I would suggest it in a video that's going to get a lot of views, which our 10 Things series. I thought it was going to get a lot more views than it did. But I like it. I like the way you think. I just don't like how your avatar intimidates me every single time I see it. but no, Whip's World is a guy that comments on every video. Sometimes he's a little harsh, but for the most part, he's a big supporter of the channel. And he is, in fact, a subscriber. So thank you for that. But I like that list. Of those, Green Texas would have been the first one that I would have chose. Salvini would have been next. then probably angels, then pike, then convicts. That's not the order in which I like them most, but the order in which I could have seen them fitting into that list better. So there you go. Thank you, Whips World. I see that guy's avatar all the time, and it haunts my dreams. I need to know if that's Zach Wilde in the avatar or if that's just what he looks like. And here it is. This channel, I don't know who this guy is. I don't know who he thinks he is, but he always types in all caps and he always has all these emojis, and it drives me absolutely crazy. Aquafunk Aquatics, I think is how you pronounce it. John, how dare you? Oh, by the way, this is from the men only beta tank video, and it's Aquafunk Aquatics. I'm just being silly, folks. This guy is a friend of mine. John, how dare you? How dare you call me lazy? If it wasn't for the fact that I'm relaxing on the couch doing absolutely nothing, I would tell you off. Maybe later. Or not. I love it. I love that. There was actually a couple of those, and one of them was almost immediately after the video went up. It's almost like as soon as that part came on where I did this in the video, it was like the guy started typing for fun, and I appreciate that. A lot of times people reach for comedy in their comments, and it's bad. That was not. And another guy put up something similar to that. And that's not bad. That's funny. But a lot of times people will go way across the line to try to be funny and make like sexual stuff and all of that. And that's just, no,
What?
come on. There was one, how do I even make this G-rated? There was somebody that said he has a beta and it swims around in an aquarium full of his...
I don't want to know.
Not pee.
Okay.
And not poop. Number 3. Not number 1, not number 2, but number 3. That is someone that is trying to make a funny and bombing very badly. And that's the kind of... I don't tolerate that kind of stuff. That if it's probably a 15-year-old. Like, look what I put in this guy's video. I don't know. But, you know, anyway.
Don't offend the 15-year-olds.
Now,
so now you're breaking up friendships.
Everybody hates John after this.
15-year-olds.
So Carlos, the fish nerd, who I have spent time with a couple of times, he's a great dude. Him and his wife are just, they're awesome. And they're still expecting. I don't believe she's had her baby yet. At least I don't think she.
Yeah, I'm not sure.
Should be soon.
Yeah,
but I'm not. I don't remember the date when the baby's supposed to be born. But first child, very very cool. Mm-hmm. He says, and you need to be older to get this, but he says, beta fish, strong enough for a man, pH balanced for a woman.
I like that. That was pretty good.
Is that? See, I know it's a deodorant commercial. I know that, but isn't it? Is it? What's the brand? Strong enough for a man, but made for a woman. That's what he's referencing there. But I don't remember. Is it Degree? Why are you looking at me like that? Answer me.
Never mind.
It's not a feminine product. It's deodorant. Strong enough for a man, but made for a woman.
I don't know.
Well, then why don't you say I don't know? Why don't you look at me like I got it wrong or something? This woman, I don't understand her sometimes.
But you're just so funny when you don't know because you're trying to figure it out. And
I do see. If anybody knows, please put it in the comment. It's secret deodorant. Thank you, Candy. See, Candy doesn't jerk me around like that. She knows. Thank you, Candy. Secret. Yeah.
Thank you, Candy.
Secret. Strong enough for a man, but made for a woman. I thought that was brilliant, Carlos. Well done by you. And he's not in here watching this, so why am I even talking to him? But maybe he'll watch it and he'll get a kick out of that. But that right there is an example of someone making a funny and succeeding with making a funny. But saying I've got a beta swimming around in a tank of my own, come on. I mean, that's a fail. All right, next one. Now, this one, again, and there's a very particular reason why I put this on here. And folks, if you are super chatting, I see them coming through. If you are becoming members, I see it coming through. Don't worry, I will get to those, but I've got 4 more here that I want to get through, and then we'll open things up a little bit more. And I promise you, I will acknowledge you then. But this one is, there's a very specific reason. Oh, and by the way, Carlos's comment, 75 people liked that comment. I forgot to mention that. If you look at it, I'll put it up here again. You can see it right there. 75 likes comment. Well done, Carlos. A lot.
Oh, you're one of those people that pays attention to the likes. And
I saw it when I was screenshotting it. It just was there. I saw it and I don't live and breathe by likes. Anyway, so Jake Gabriel says, this is on the Oscar Tankmates video, and one of the fish on that video or on that list was the Jack Dempsey cichlid, which I've been a fan of this fish ever since I started keeping fish. I don't currently have any, but we've probably had 400 in our day because we bred them for a little while. Yeah. I don't know what I was thinking, but the story that Lisa told in that 10 Things video is true. I was at a pet store. She said in that video that I bought a breeding pair, and that's true. What she didn't mention was that I bought that breeding pair and the swarm of fry that came with it. Oh, yeah. They were in the tank at the pet store when it was Animal Jungle in Virginia Beach, Virginia. There was a tank. It was like a 125 full of Jack Dempseys, and they were big Jack Dempseys, adult size. There was like 14 Jack Dempseys all the way over on this side and 2 breeders all the way on this end with a swarm. You know how the cichlids do it, a swarm of micro fry swimming all around them. So I was like, well, I'd love to breed them. I want to buy that breeding pair. And the guy was like, well, do you want the fry too? I'm like, sure.
That's when we were in the garage doing the breeding. Because I remember exactly what tank we stuck the fry in. On the very end.
It was a 55.
Across from the Lethernup intermedius.
We had those fry for a long time too.
Yeah.
And they were fun. I mean, we got them up to about 1.5 inches. We sold a bunch of them. And I'm pretty sure when we closed down, we still had some of them. But yeah, that was really cool. But that's the only time I've ever done that. I mean, I've bought African cichlids, and then you bring them home and there's fry in the bag. You're like, whoa, it's because a female had them in and she spit them, when they were in transport. But this one, I knew the fry were there, and I bought those anyway. So this guy says, no, not Jack Dempsey. Now remember the word I got a probably 6-inch Oscar and 4-inch Jack Dempsey. When I put them in the tank, I was like, aw, they're like best friends. Came back 10 minutes later and the Oscar was dead, completely shredded. Now this story is tragic. It is indeed very sad. But this is one person's experience. And this is why I said, remember the word I, because yeah, I believe this guy. I believe this did happen. Mm-hmm. I've heard stories like that about almost every fish that's ever been in this hobby, except for maybe discus. I've never heard of a discus just tearing apart an entire tank, but
they get pretty mad though when they're breeding. But other than that, they will chase each other sometimes.
Well, okay, but thanks for helping my point there. But I'm saying there's stories about almost every kind of fish that's ever been kept in this hobby. I have kept Jack Dempseys with probably in 20 different tanks with Oscars, and never once has it ever been a problem for me, which is why we put it on the list. You had a bad experience and I feel bad for you, but that doesn't mean that you should spread it through the internet so that nobody ever gets to enjoy that combo. You understand what I'm saying? Now, I also get that the argument could be made the opposite way. Well, just because it worked for me, I shouldn't be spreading it around the internet that you can do it. And I see the argument. It goes both ways. But I'm saying this because I've done it countless times. And it's never been a problem for me. I've had jacks with jaguars, arowanas, Oscars, blood parrots, you name it. I've had Jack Dempseys mixed with the stingrays. And I've never had a problem with them. Again, except for that breeding pair. They get nasty. Most fish are that way. Angels will terrorize an entire tank if they're breeding. So that doesn't mean they're mean fish. It just means that pair was mean because they were protecting eggs. So just understand that. That guy didn't put it up there because he wants to change the world. But I'm sorry that you had a bad experience. It doesn't mean that no one should ever do it. I got food poisoning at Long John Silver's one time. Am I going to tell everybody they should never eat there? No, I never will again. Ugh. But anyway, I hope I made my point there.
I don't think anyone else will either. So now you have made it to where nobody's going to go to that business to eat anymore.
Is
Breaking
Long John
up
Silver's
friendships.
even still a restaurant? I don't even know if they're still in business.
Wow. No one's really open right now.
I saw the other day, driving through the state of Maryland, because I still have to go to work every day. There was a line around a Chick-fil-A that, you know how the Chick-fil-A drive-through, they always take it all the way around the building. Mm-hmm. It went all the way around the building, through the parking lot, down the entrance to the parking lot, turned onto Route 301 and went, I swear to you, a half a mile up the road.
What?
It was probably, in total, I swear to you, it was 300 cars.
Geez, people pack your lunch.
I mean, I love me some Chick-fil-A. I'm not going to lie to you. That spicy you know what I mean?
Yeah.
That spicy chicken sandwich is a life-altering sandwich. It's amazing. I ain't going to wait 300 cars. No way am I going to wait in a drive-through line that long. I love me some Chick-fil-A, but nope. No chance. Every time I see a lionfish, it reminds me of Deuce Bigalow. Now, I love this comment for a lot of reasons. For one, I just put up that members only video last week, which was my 10 favorite fish movies. This is a video that will go out to the public, I think in 2 weeks, because we moved our schedule around a little bit anyway. So you will see that video, and I will have a screenshot of the guy going, hey, fishy, 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 hey, fishy, fishy, fishy. I put Deuce Bigalow in my top 10 fish movies, and when I saw this, it just reminded me of how much I love that movie. So that was on the Get These Fish Out of the Hobby video, which is soon to be our second most watched video. Right now, I'm pretty sure it's number 3, or is it number 4? I don't know, but it's up there. And that video has been responsible for more negativity. The comments, we could do another whole live stream on the comments on that video. And so much of it is directed at you, and it's not fair because it's my fault. And they all say pink shirt lady. Pink shirt lady needs to shut up.
Pink shirt lady. Yeah.
Pink shirt lady. I had to get the bobblehead with her wearing the pink shirt. Okay. So this comment is the one that I think is going to open up discussion here. And I want you in the comment section. I would like you to comment about this because I'm going to put this back on the close-up screen here. I will put the comment up, but this one got me thinking, and that's not normal for me. Usually I'm like, whatever. But this one got me thinking. Not the first comment, but when the conversation continued is when I just went, well, that's something to talk about. I don't know, let me just get to it. So in the video, I explained that it's the top 10 tank mates for Oscars. I explained, or it might have even been you. You did the segment on blood parrots, and you said in there that they are a hybrid fish. And everyone in the fish keeping hobby knows that they're hybrids. Everybody knows that.
Oh, this one.
Yeah, this one. So I read this comment the first time, and I was just, I was typing. I don't respond to a lot of comments because it's just impossible. I'm out on the road, and there's so many of them that come through, and it's like this mad rush in the beginning, and it's hard. And there's just no way I can keep up with it all. But I was having my lunch and I was typing on my phone. So I'm doing this, but I was actually doing this. And then I deleted it all because I didn't feel like starting an argument with this guy. But the comment is, not all parrots on the market now are hybrids. Many are man-made species and can successfully breed. Same goes for flower horns. Now, again, I would love to start some discussion in the comment section here because I would like people to explain what the hell this guy's talking about. But now, okay. Do I want to talk about it more or do I want to just go ahead and read the follow-up? Did you read any of the follow-up?
I didn't read the follow-up.
Okay. Here's what I'll do. Let me put up first. This is a big one, and only a little bit is going to be able to fit on the screen at one time. Yeah, I can't get it off. All right, so I've just completely covered us up, and that's fine.
Whatever.
You know, maybe I can move it over. No, we can't really see you either. So Pancake Fish was looking out for your boy. That's what he was doing here. And he said, a hybrid fish is simply a mix between two species. All man-made fish are hybrids. All that is meant by man-made is that they do not exist in the wild, only in a man-made environment, the aquarium. Some hybrids are fertile and can reproduce. Some are sterile and cannot. Please check your information before you comment misinformation. Now, I know I just took it down and I didn't read the whole thing. We're going to get back to it. Don't worry. This is exactly how I felt, the way this guy just explained it. And this is almost word for word what I was going to say back to this guy, which was, you know, to say they're not hybrids, yet they're man-made seems a bit ridiculous to me. That seems like an oxymoron, right? Because a man-made fish, taking two fish, breeding them together, you get a hybridized fish. You get a hybrid version of both of those fish. That's it, right? And that common sense tells you that. And that's kind of what Pancake Fish was replying. But then we got the reply from the original poster, and that's what I'll read now. And I'm not dumping on this guy. I'm not. I just think that this got me thinking, okay? That's all I'm going to say. I'm not saying I agree. I'm saying it got me thinking. Made me go, huh. Things that make you go, CNC Music Factory. Yes, a hybrid is by definition a man-made fish if hybridized in an aquarium. However, when a species is capable of reproducing successfully, it's a new species. It's a species that originated through hybridization, but is by definition no longer a hybrid. A hybrid requires two separate species to reproduce. Okay? Now, let's comment on that a little bit. Because it's true, two different species are what creates a hybrid. That's all factual. But if the hybrid fry then grow up and have fry of their own, which, I mean, I've always known blood parrots to not be fertile. They're sterile. I've always been told that. I've never heard of blood parrots reproducing and making more blood parrots. But something like a orange blotch peacock, an OB peacock, that's a hybrid fish. Yeah. It's two different peacocks, although I do believe there was an Mbuna mixed in there when they actually made them for the first time. Something, I don't know. I wasn't around when they did that. But when you breed OBs with OBs, you get more OBs. And so what this guy is trying to say is F1s are the hybrids, but F2 is not. F2 is something completely different. So if a poodle, I know I always use analogies that are different species, but if a poodle breeds with a Labrador, you get Labradoodles, right?
Yeah.
Everybody knows that. When the Labradoodles then reproduce, are the babies that they're having not Labradoodles? No, they are Labradoodles because it all
Right.
still came from those two things. So the argument from this gentleman saying, well, the second generation is not a hybrid seems like the most ridiculous thing I've ever heard. Yet it's kind of gets me thinking because it's true. It's not two differing species that are going together that are creating the F1s or the F2s. It's actually, am I making any sense here? It got me thinking because it's like, it's true that second generation is no longer a hybrid, but it's a spawn of a hybrid. I don't know. It kind of mind blown kind of there for a second and still kind of is. But at the end of the day, if you breed OBs with OBs and you get OB fry and you have a bunch of those and then the OB fry reproduce, they don't come out red zebras. They're still OBs.
Oh, yeah, I see what you're
It's
saying.
all the way down the line. It's still going to be OBs. So how could it be said they are no longer hybrids? Because it all stems from hybrids. But it got me thinking, and that's the whole point here. So let's continue.
You've basically fried everybody's mind.
And see, somebody always has to say this. I looked at the chat by mistake. Dogs are all the same species, though, regardless of breed. I was using the analogy just to make names of it. Labradoodles. If Labradoodles have puppies, those puppies are still Labradoodles. They're not Cocker Spaniels. I mean, that's kind of my point. But anyway, let's move forward with the same one. We're not done yet.
Oh.
So I'll read the last sentence. A hybrid requires two separate species to reproduce. Thus, if you get your blood parrots from Midas and redheads, then those fish are hybrids. However, the offspring of those hybrids, if bred with other blood parrots, then those fry are not hybrids. They are their own species. And that's the part that got me thinking. First of all, they're not their own species because a second generation is not going to be named something different. They're all going to be, obviously, blood parrots, we all know they don't reproduce, or at least I've never heard of them reproducing. But if they did, we would still call them blood parrots. We wouldn't call them something else. So I don't know. So when we say man-made, we're specifically talking about species that only exist because humans successfully hybridized in man-made locations. Their offspring are man-made species. And then he goes on to try to insult this guy a couple of different times, and I'm not going to let him get away with that. But do you understand the part that got me thinking? I'm not saying I agree with this guy. I'm not saying, wow, my mind is blown. My opinion has completely changed on hybrids. No, it's not. When you mix two different strains of fish, you say species, people lose their mind. You breed two different strains. They started from those two. It would be like saying grandma and grandpa. No, you can't do that because then there'd be inbreeding in there. But I don't know. I don't even know what I'm trying to say. And this is why I wanted to talk about it, because it's just got me going, like, I don't know. Can you please talk? Because I feel like I'm losing my mind here. Say something.
I really don't know how to step into this conversation because you've kind of, yeah. I mean, I get it. There's a hybrid, or there is a fish and another fish. They make a hybrid fish. And then I'm assuming the hybrid fry end up getting together, and then they have their own. I'm just going to think it's a hybrid the whole time, because especially if it looks just like the parent, which is a hybrid, I'm just going to assume it's a hybrid. It's going to always be a hybrid. But
everything all the way
But-
down, they would all be hybrids.
but I'm not. I mean, I'm not like a scientist or marine biologist. I don't really know. So I would, just as a regular fish keeper, assume it's a hybrid, just like the parent was, or grandparent, and so on down the road. But that's just my opinion. I don't really know. So
The first part, I'll put this one back up. Yeah, Multi-Tank Addiction is saying, wow, that's one mighty deep hole you dug there, John. It is. Y'all understand, hopefully, now why this has got me thinking.
I mean, it's like, okay, like you were saying, an OB peacock. Well, I'm not going to look at an OB peacock and be like, oh, they came from blah, 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 and that's how they became an OB peacock. I'm going to just assume it is a couple peacocks, they got together, they hybridized and made an OB. Because that can happen too, you know? And who are we to say that a fish is 100% the strain that it is and not a hybrid? Were we out in Lake Malawi watching them do their thing for the last 200 years? I'm sure that there are a lot of fish that are very different than the way they were 200 years ago.
Absolutely.
I don't think
Pete,
we've
look
been.
at us.
I don't think we've been around long enough to really know. So
No, you're absolutely right. And it's the thing, I guess the thing that got me started on this one was that the guy's first comment is so ridiculous. I'm going to admit, Free Roam Fantasy, you are a subscriber to my channel. It says it right there, the red circle. Thank you for that. And I hope that this doesn't change your subscription status. I have not seen you pop up in the chat. Your first reply to Pancake Fish Person, whatever it was, got me thinking. I'm not going to say that I agree with you, but it got me thinking. And for first time in a long time, I've done some thinking. But I got to say, your first comment is really stupid. The first comment, not all parrots on the market are hybrids. Many are man-made species. That's the dumbest thing I've ever heard. Because if it's how can it be man-made and not be a hybrid?
I think technically where they're going with that is it began as a hybrid, but because it was put in it was probably put in a fish tank to become a hybrid, which would be man-made. But I don't know. I'm thinking that they're going with the whole fact that it was two different fish that were made into a hybrid, and then after that it was man-made because they always bred in a fish tank, but they bred in a fish tank to become a hybrid to begin with, so it was man-made even in the very beginning. I think they're trying to get a good point across, but they're doing it the wrong way. And you know what? At the end of the day, fish are fish.
You know what? I just looked in the chat and I saw my favorite comment on this. And it's from Peyton Dooley. He says, everything is a hybrid.
Yeah,
And that is so
because
true.
we don't really know.
Everyone knows that, something's happening here. I don't know I think it might be frozen up. Everybody's saying it's buffering. Yay. Love the internet. I'm seriously thinking about stopping streaming. I might just stop.
Don't start. Just don't
I might just
start.
stop. I'm going to wait till people say it's back because everybody wants to tell me it's buffering. So just going to wait to see what's happening. Well, what's going to happen here? I love country internet. It's working on the computer. Are we back here, folks, or what? What's happening? Love it. It's so much fun. So much fun to do this. It's back. Josh says it's back. All right. Well, hopefully it is. I don't know. Yep, we only lost 100 viewers. It is what it is. So, I don't know. I don't even know where we were. But again, I've always known blood parrots are sterile. I mean, maybe they're not all sterile now, but that's what I've always known them to be. I've never tried to breed them, so I don't really know. But so the conversation started with blood parrots, and he's saying not all blood parrots are sterile now. I don't buy that. I don't get that. But blood parrots are hybrids. There's no arguing that. And if blood parrots could reproduce, their fry would still be blood parrots. So I don't understand the argument, but it got me thinking. It made me think, wow, I don't know. I like things that make me think. I don't like thinking about why the internet always cuts out when we're streaming, but it is what it is. So, all right, let's get to these super chats because I need some positivity in my life. It really bothers me that we lost that many viewers from that. It just
I am happy with the people that stayed.
Yes, thank you all so much. It does mean quite a bit.
They know we're going to eventually come back. They're used to this crap.
Yeah,
They're like,
happens.
Give it a few minutes. They'll be back.
Okay, Alex McCaslin. I hope I'm saying your name right. It's called Pros and Noobs. That is the name of the Brawl Stars club. So I will check that out when I'm done here. Draft Vagrant became a member. Very, very excited about that. Thank you for joining the team. Everyone online calls me Lefty. Also, it's SFW, safe for work. Okay, yeah. The whole thing with the butt was a joke. If you sent me a picture of your butt, I would have probably just stopped giving out the P.O. Box number. Stephen LeBlanc with the Canadian $2. Can I put my red-tailed shark in a 55-gallon Peacock/Hap tank? I have not done that combo, so it would be difficult for me to say, yes, you can. But, I mean, they can hold their own. I don't know. Red-tailed shark, oh boy, I don't know. I haven't done that, so it's hard for me to know. And I don't know anybody that's done that. Theoretically, it should work, but it's hard for me to say, yeah, go ahead. And then everybody beat the crap out of me in the comment section.
Just do what Bob says. I don't know. Next.
But the guy paid money to ask us that question. I feel like a jerk. I already read the Scott Kingery. I don't even know who Scott Kingery is. Who's Scott Kingery? But it's not that one. My mollies attacked B beta. All fish have different personalities. What works for some people won't for all fish are live things. They all have quirks. That is so true, Lefty. And Lefty is just super chat after super chat after super chat. Every single week he's doing this. It's so very true. And that's like what we were talking about with the convicts and with the Jack Dempseys and all of this. It's like we can all have our own experiences, and then we can go online and find out that what our experiences are, everybody else says, no, that won't work. So it is very true. All fish have their own personalities. And just because the book says one thing doesn't mean that it's absolutely impossible for it to go the other way. Team Beta, like the Greek letter, no bettas here. Again from Lefty. Welcome to the team, or glad to have you on the team if you've been on the team the whole time. But anyway, yeah, very cool. King and Queen Cichlids, is that the second super chat he's put through tonight? Good grief. How about a moment of appreciation for how good Lisa makes KG Tropicals look?
Thank you, Scott.
Great video quality. Uh-oh, it skipped on me. The super chats never skip. What happened here? Stream looks clean. Keep up the good work. Got to go in early in the AM. Good morning. Yeah, anyway. Yes, thank you, Scott. I thought I saw him just recently still in there. I don't know if the old timer's gone to bed yet, but I think I'll be chatting with him tomorrow night. Multi-tank addiction with $2. Okay, so not going to Long John Silver's anymore. Yeah, and I guess, it's 10:20. We got 10 minutes left. I guess we have to go ahead and address the fact that the Aquashella has been postponed officially.
I think everybody knows.
I know, but last week I had said I was actually very clear. I spoke with somebody in the know, and they had said not as of yet.
Oh, yeah.
And I think it was the next day. Yeah. That they made it official. It's on October now. Halloween. It's on Halloween.
Not convenient for parents with small children, unless they bring them with them.
Which we don't have anymore, so oh well. But and Braden's not. They better not go trick-or-treating with him again this year. So yeah, there is a possibility we could be at both, but we'll have to see.
You never know. We might make one. We might make two. We might not make any. You never know. No promises.
We can't promise anything. I mean, Chad Krotz with the $5. Can liver mush get some love since we are talking regional food? You're not going to get any love from me because that sounds disgusting. I don't even know what that is. Liver mush. Not for me. Sorry. But maybe it's delicious. I don't know. Monday O'Reilly again with the Aragon avatar. I work at Big Box Pet Store. Lots of fish customers don't listen when I tell them what their fish and tank needs. Any advice to get people to listen? Oh man, I wish I had more time on that. Now, me personally, this is my personal opinion here. Whenever I've dealt with people that are teaching me something, I've always liked the people that are a little bit more firm, not the people that are like, oh, well, sweetheart, this is really not the way we typically tell people they're going to want to do these things. Maybe you should think. I like the people that are like, no, that's not going to work. You can't do that. That's just how I like it.
I think it's so funny the way you just did that because it completely explained the difference in our parenting styles. You were always like, okay, you can do it like this. And I'm like, no, you're going to do it like this. And you're the one that told me I had to loosen up because I was too firm on the kids.
I don't know.
And now you're like, yeah, go ahead.
I'm just saying, I'm not talking about parenting. I mean, you parent however you want to parent. She's a good parent, trust me. But I'm saying when I'm going to get advice from someone, whether they be a stranger at the store. Now, I don't want to go and buy an expensive car and the people be like, you're too poor to buy that. I'm not saying don't be that firm, but I'm saying if I'm getting into something that I don't really know about, I don't want you to BS me. I want you to say, no, that's not going to work. That's kind of where I was going with that. So, I would just be firm without being a jerk. Don't get yourself fired, but I would be firm without being a jerk. Hey, give them the reality. They want to put an Oscar and they want to put White Clouds in with the Oscar. Hey, if you do that, the White Clouds are going to end up being food. Give them an example like that. If you make it something that sounds literal, like, if you put those neons in with the African cichlids, they're probably going to end up being African cichlid food. If you said something like that, it might get through to the people. But you know what? At the end of the day, the customers are going to do what they're going to do. Why? Why?
Because I can laugh.
It throws me off my game, her smile.
I'm
just getting in trouble over and over and over again. We got 6 minutes left. But that's what I would say Monday. Monday, I hope I'm saying your name right. Just give them examples. You know what I mean? Just kind of be firm without being an asshole. Put it that way.
Or tell them, say straight up, if you're not going to do the right thing with these fish and you're not going to do what I tell you you should do with these fish, don't buy them and just tell them to leave.
I don't think our bosses would like that very much.
Okay.
Especially at the big box stores.
Okay.
That's what you want to do, but don't know that would really work. Wow. Oh my Lord. I am so far behind. I got to get with this. Okay. Lefty, again, don't stop streaming. We're not going anywhere. I'm just very frustrated. Sand Creek Aquatics, $2. Don't get frustrated, John. Put yourself in my shoes. You got 400 and something people here watching and your internet goes down. It's very frustrating, but thank you. Steenfot, I'm not even going to read his. Kaler Aquatics with the $10. Stop tripping, Boo. You live like a fruit fly. I don't even know what that means. That's some kind of weird Seattle language, I guess. Bob Kaler with the Shrek cheerleader. Thank you so much, Bob. Appreciate that. Matt Man B, Manly Tank Fund for the $2. I love that. Jacob Richardson, the aquascape behind Lisa looks super nice.
Thank you. I did it all by myself.
And she's now 8 years old. You've been breaking my balls all night. I got to throw it back at you. River Life, thanks for all you guys do in the community. Catch y'all later. Thank you, Rack. He's probably not here anymore, but I'll be chatting with him tomorrow night too. So looking forward to that. Veronica May with the $2. Thank you for giving us some normalcy. And I forgot, Rack is going to be live right after us.
No, I thought it was Aquafunk.
But he's a guest on Rack's stream. Am I wrong there?
I'm pretty sure Funk is streaming and Rack isn't.
Oh, okay. But well, then is Rack a guest on? I don't know what's happening.
He gave him his spot. Get it together.
I'm sorry. I've got a million things happening. So Aquafunk is going to be on next. I got confused. I saw the thumbnail, the two of them. I don't know. Anyway, yes, there will be a stream after us. And it has already been put in the chat. So you're going to want, there it is. Aquafunk, definitely going to want to go hang out with him.
And the word is going to be focus. # focus.
That's directed towards him, not me.
Yes.
Thank you for that. Multi-tank addiction. Daniken Aquatics has a red-tailed shark in his peacock tank. Well, there you go. See, there's an example of one. I'm glad you said that because I had not seen that done before. So didn't want to say it can't be done because then you see stuff like that. Veronica May with the $2. Thank you for giving us some normalcy. I wanted to have some fun tonight. I feel like it was kind of a crash and burn type thing. It wasn't quite as fun as I thought it would be, but I hope you all have enjoyed it. URIA711 Lisa is so hot. I wanted to change it and say she is so mean to John all the time. And then Allie Patton, our favorite moderator, one of our favorite moderators because we've got so many on here, with the $10 and the absolutely adorable puppy with the heart. I love it because I love puppies. Lefty321 again. Any chance of random streams during the week for us stuck at home people to hang out? Waited all week for this since, I'm sorry, I have to scroll through it and my laptop is not cooperating with me since last week. Can't believe it's almost over. You know, I've thought about doing that. I am still going into work every day. If I stream on like a Tuesday night, I'll be stepping on this person. If I stream on a Wednesday night, so I don't know. There is certainly the possibility for that because there are a lot of people around the world, not just in the United States, that are trapped in their homes. And I'd love to be able to do something like that. And maybe I will. I don't want to make any promises, but
I've even thought about doing a stream just randomly, maybe like a morning stream.
That would be great for our friends.
But it would just be
overseas.
me, so I'm not sure how that would go.
You've done that one time. It was the girls' night or something like that.
But it was only for like 20 minutes and you came on. I've never actually done a stream all by myself. I was a guest. I was a guest on Susie's stream. That was a lot of fun. But I've never just done a stream by myself without you around. So, I mean, I would probably freak out if things started going off. And
yeah,
I'd be like, ah!
Maybe you
Why
wouldn't
does this
laugh
always
at me.
happen to me?
Maybe you wouldn't laugh at me
I'm
so
being
much
just
when
like
that happened.
John. Wah.
So Uriah, is that how you say it? Maybe it's Uriah Faber. How about that? If Uriah Faber has given $10 and said you're hot twice, I give you permission to leave me to go with it. Because have you ever seen Uriah Faber? I mean, come on.
I have no idea.
Does anybody know who Uriah Faber is? He's quite the looker. He's a UFC guy. He is definitely he's like a surfer dude. But anyway, that ended very weird. But thank you, Uriah, for paying $10 to tell me how hot Lisa is. Trust me, brother. I know, and I'm a lucky guy. That's all I can say. So there you go. Let's all go over and harass Aquafunk. The guy is a lot of fun.
Yes.
You think I am scatterbrained? You need to go hang out with
He's
that
a
guy.
riot. He's a lot of fun.
You
Go
ain't
watch
seen
him.
nothing. Go over there, hang out with him. I didn't realize it was him tonight. I thought he was going to be a guest on Rackstream. Who knew? So it's going to be a lot of fun. Let's all go out and hang out with it. Let's all go hang out with him. This has been a lot of fun. I'm sorry I barely let you talk today.
That's okay. I'll just do my own stream.
I love that idea. And if we don't do a surprise stream, we'll see you next week. And 10 things this week is 10 more fish for a 10-gallon aquarium with special guest Corey from Aquarium Co-op. So very exciting. Thank you all so much. We'll see you next week.
Bye-bye.